first matchup.
But we need an answer.
And that's what
Go ahead.
So all you have to do is,
Yeah.
here's my handle. She just doesn't have it.
You got starters?
And I told her she did.
Yeah. It's just, it's protocol on us. We're not trying to be disrespectful.
Did you hold it?
Absolutely. Yeah. And actually, I was surprised.
Earlier it did. I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You hold it, it's power.
Okay, sorry about
Click is mute.
Yeah.
Actually, their signs say service dog.
Yeah. Well, it becomes a hazard when you're out here. When you have 7 dogs and they're fighting over each other, and then that puts the people around us in.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Ready?
Good one.
Thank you.
We on?
too.
Alex, is it just you again today, or you got another guy?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's broadcast of Florida College Rugby. The North Florida Deadbirds taking on the Florida Gators in Gainesville. University of Florida, the home team wearing blue, kicking off to, of course, North Florida in gray, the away team.
Let's go, Deadbirds! Go, Deadbirds! Let's go, Gator! Go, Gator!
The serve from the FRU today, Matthew Duncan getting ready to blow the opening whistle.
Oh, he's playing?
And as we begin, we're going to do the starting lineups first for North Florida. Number 1, Gabriel Gonzalez. Number 2, Christopher Friend. Number 3, Brandon Poe. Number 4, Hayden Wilhelm. Number 5, Wyatt Dodd. Number 6, Logan Holm. Number 7, Christopher Newton. Number 8, Connor Kurak. Number 9, Dylan Nurnberg. Number 10, Matthew Ellis. Number 11, Desmond Ford Green. Number 12, Lee Setzer. Number 13, Jason Martin. Number 14, Caleb Griffin. And number 15, Eli Reynolds.
Got starters? Yeah.
Good shit, Connor! Good shit!
Do not have starters. You got Florida Rugby starting off with the ball. You got Felix, our 10, with a good run, setting things up for the offense. Looking to hit the weak side here with Martin Gentile playing the 12. And that is a try for UF Rugby. Early start for the Gators, going up 5-0.
Quick turnover, North Florida just unable to get onside and into a flat position. Florida just exposing the overload, and that's a quick 5 for the Gators.
Good shit, boys! Keep it up, boys! Put on the fucking gas, let's go!
Got a good start to the game, getting the turnover. Justo Olivero, the starting fullback for the Gators, attempting the kick. And it is good. So it is 7-0 Florida.
Very quick start to this game for the Gators.
2 minutes in, you had a couple pods set up by the Florida forwards. Noah Kruger, the starting loose head prop. Josh, the hooker, both had good runs to set up the backs on the weak side there.
North Florida getting ready to kick off to Florida.
38 minutes into the game. Left into the game.
Number 10, Matt Bueller kicks it. It'll go to 10.
Ooh, and that
we're
is
gonna
going to be
see
a knock-on against UNF. Good effort trying to get that ball, but unfortunately ended up knocking it forward. Will be a scrum down to the Gators. The Gators are coming off a bye week this week. Their last contest was against FAU, which I believe UNF played last week in a really good contest.
Yes, North Florida did play FAU. Really close game. It was decided by only 2 points. But in the end, unfortunately, the Deadbirds just couldn't come up in the end.
Yeah, UF played a close game against FAU the week before them as well. So it should be an interesting matchup today. Yeah, both teams coming off close games, looking to change the way their season's going.
And you guys also just came off your bye week as well. So
yes,
you guys
sir.
Are fully rested, preparing.
And it looks like UNF has gotten the ball out of the scrum, possibly? Nope, UF ball.
Yep, UF ball. It just took a minute for him to come down.
Josh passing it out to Felix, taking to Martine with a break in the back line. He's getting tackled. Good tackle there by 11. And it's going to be a penalty against UF, I believe, not releasing.
Against Florida and UNF getting the ball. Matt Bueller with the ball. We're going to see a possible kick for touch.
Hey, keep it in, Lewis.
And it looks like they're electing to take the penalty kick.
Alrighty.
If he makes it, it's 3. If not, it stays in bounds. Florida can just take it and run with it. But if he makes it, that's also going to be UNF getting the ball back from UF.
Love to make it take it in rugby. Gotta earn your points.
Matt Bueller, the 10 for North Florida, kicked 1 conversion kick last game against Florida Atlantic. It was good. And now he's going to try to close the gap between both teams.
Got a pretty good distance here on this kick. I want to say it's about 40-meter kick.
Are you guys on the board by chance?
Yeah.
Can I get your name and position for the sport club?
Kick is up, it's high, and it is just short. Florida kicking it back off, and number 11, Dez, is going to catch it. And UNF trying to pass it a few times before they are tackled. It is still going to be North Florida ball.
North Florida getting the pods set up here.
The scrum half, number 2, Dylan. The man with the ball, number 1, Gabriel Gonzalez.
We got a counter ruck going here. And that's a penalty to UF, I believe, not releasing. So it's going to be UF ball. Ryan Duffy, the starting scrum half, will have the option to kick for touch or take it.
Looks like he may be electing to kick for touch. Kick is
And
up, and it will be down.
it goes out of bounds. About the, looks like about the 40-meter mark over on UNF side of the field. So we got a Florida line out starting here. Josh, the starting hooker, is going to throw it up. Looks like UF's won it. Set up the ruck.
Tackle as well. Pretty much looked almost as if they dropped him.
Yeah, wasn't the greatest greatest end to the line out there, but Florida's looking to get something started here. Andre Mortensen, the starting left flanker, with the ball. Looking to get it to the back line here. Felix, good hit by UNF there.
Good hit.
But he's staying
It was a
up,
combo
driving.
between number 13, Jason Martin, and what a light kick, and it will
But
go
the
out
ball
of
goes
bounds.
out of bounds.
And it will most likely be a North Florida scrum, as the kick was from Florida. The starting hooker for North Florida, number 2, Christopher Friend.
Got UNF's line out here. First one of the game.
Sends it to the back
And
line.
it's sent to the back
just
line.
over.
UF gets the ball back on the turnover. Looking to set up the offense here. Ball goes out to the back line here again. Ethan Davis, starting center, takes it down the field. Offloads it, Martin Gentile with the ball. Got some shifty offloads going on here for Florida, moving the ball down. Got a long ruck here. Got a long ruck. UF takes it out, but gets stopped at the goal line here. A good goal line D from UNF here. Taking a lot of discipline here to mark up the UF guys. You had a penalty against
North
UNF.
Florida, so they're going to have to stay on the line. So the question is, are they going to take it? No, they won't. And he gets it outside.
Gets it out wide, and that's going to be a try for UF. And they will go up 12-0. Justo Olivero with the try. Nice skip pass from the scrum half, Ryan Duffy, to get it out to Martin. Pass it out.
It's very difficult to defend a penalty when you're on your own goal, when you're
Yeah.
on your own try line.
You just don't have a whole lot of space. You can't take
You
a
don't
lot
have
of
a lot
space away
space,
from
but
them.
oftentimes the scrummy will do a quick tap and try to run it up. But in that
Yep.
case, he didn't take advantage of the quick tap. The scrummy for Florida just took advantage of the amount of people he had on the right side compared to North Florida. Probably some speed as well from their wing.
Yep.
And just ended up resulting in 5 for Florida.
Where 5 lines up, put double up catching.
Justo Olivero on the kick here from the right hash.
Every fucking line up, go up.
He is 1 for 1 so far on the day.
Fucking magic.
Kick is up and
Hits the post.
hits the post, but no good. So score stays 12-0 UF, 31:06. Time remaining.
Beautiful day for rugby today. A little hot, but still a great day. Very few clouds in the sky and a great fan base coming out today on the opposite side of the field to support both North Florida and Florida.
Yeah, no, it's good turnout. Nice, 2 pretty local teams, not too far away from each other. So it's always nice to play the UNF Deadbirds. You know, it's going to be a good game, good group of guys, and you know, this is what Florida rugby is really looking to be. Good contest, good fans.
Ball was kicked, went 10 meters, and now
Josh
Florida
with
trying to.
Powerful run and offload to Barit. Nice, UF starting to get the ball moving again, getting it to the back line. Justo passes it out to the 8-man Santi, who gets tackled right off the out-of-bounds line, but they're staying in.
Just barely stays inside, and it's a knock.
That's a
and
knock on against UNF,
Serve's
but
going to put his arm up, so it's advantage for Florida.
you got Pasquale, one of the starting locks for UF, with a nice drive here, staying on his feet. Duffy's trying to work this ball out to get it to the forwards. Nice little smoke there, kick by Felix, going deep left. You got a good chase by Martin, but he jumps up.
On the air,
And that
they're going to
is-
say he was out of bounds.
That looks like it's going to be a penalty against UF. Kind of a dangerous tackle there, weird timing. Jumped up in the air, made a bad tackle there on the UF. Good kick by Felix though, nice exit. Looked like it could have been dangerous there, but it's going to be UNF ball.
So it will be penalty against Florida. And Matt Bueller with the ball once again, possibly looking for another line out. Kick for touch. And he gets it right around the 10.
And that ball is rolling away. We're going to need to get somebody else to get that.
I just hate to see if a car drives by and squishes it.
That would be sad. That would ruin this beautiful weather.
Ball coming from the sideline.
Coach Ken Simmons for the University of Florida Gators showing off his kicking skills here. We got a UNF line out. I believe they're second of the day.
Yep, second of the day, 0-1 so far.
Looking to retain ball here since it's in their own half. Got a 5-man line out going here.
Go get this ball back.
Oh, and they go
It's up
deep.
and good line out.
Good line out by UNF there.
Caught by number 5.
Ryan Stock with a good tackle there for the Gators. UNF's got the
Great
ball.
throw by number 2, Christopher Friend.
Good drive there by UNF.
Sending it to their backs. And finding a hole before getting tackled is number 15. And we'll hear a whistle.
And we got a knock on against UF scrum.
Eli Reynolds, number 15 on UNF, had a hole, but he was looking for maybe the dump pass, but just not able to get it. And we're going to have a scrum for Florida.
Yeah, had a nice opportunity there. Support just was kind of in an awkward position, so close to the out of bounds line. But good run, unfortunate end for UNF.
Florida once again looking to add on to their lead, 12-0 the score.
Got a good scrum here, a good stalemate. UF wins it. Ethan Davis with the ball at center. He's taking it up the left side. He's passing it off to Finn. He's fighting, staying on his feet. Still up. Passes it to Felix Olivero, who eventually gets tackled. Good counter by UNF here. But UF keeps the ball. Joey takes it, one of our starting locks, and secures possession for the Gators. Pass out to Santi. He stays on his feet. Just,
Great footwork so far from the Florida Gators.
yeah.
And we're going to hear
And we got a penalty against UF.
Against Florida, yep. And we're going to see who gets the ball. It will once again be Matt Bueller looking to kick it out of bounds.
Looking to kick it right at us.
Kick
And that is exactly what he does. It does kick straight at us. Good kick by UNF, and it's going to be UNF line out.
I guess we said something wrong. That was right at our direction, but now it's going to be a line out from just close to the 10 for North Florida.
UNF's been going on their backside of their lineouts here, taking advantage of the UF front pre-bind. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep doing that during the game. They're doing it again.
And
UF wins the line out.
That was great. Number 8, Connor Kurak, just a great swat backwards to get it to number 9, Dylan.
Yeah, UNF hammers here because the scrummy went in.
Good run by number 5,
They're going
Wyatt
to hammer
Dodd.
it again. You got UF staying pretty tight here defensively. Now UNF wants to get it to the backs.
Matt Bueller taking it up.
Good tackle.
Again,
Felix,
space.
good tackle and counter ruck by UF. Ball is
We're
loose.
going to hear
And you got diving into the ruck, penalty
into
against
the
UF.
diving into the ruck, penalty against Florida. Bueller once again with the ball, hopefully not kicking at us this time. Right around midfield. Kick. And out of bounds, right around the 10.
Done a good job on his kicks and placement. Getting a better field position every single time for UNF here. They're looking to get some points on the board here, take advantage of their good field position they have. I would expect another backlift here out of UNF. It's worked the last 2 times. Will UF adjust or not?
Win this for us, Santi's going front. It's front.
Once again with the back.
And that is not down the channel. So it's going to be a UF scrum because it did not go straight down the channel. First bad throw from a hooker today on the line out.
Really unfortunate, but unfortunately the law is the law, and we're going to see that Florida scrum.
Big push, boys.
So far, the offensive team has won every single scrum. So we'd expect the same here. UF's
I
got
said
the
it
back
last
lines
week, and I'll say it again this week. We've seen some great scrums this season from almost every team, if I may argue.
Yeah.
Last week, North Florida and Florida Atlantic, great scrums. And, we're going to see some turning, but Florida's actually going to dominate that one. Speak of the devil for me.
Yeah, this is a good scrum by UF there. And again, the back line set up here. Got a lot of support. Martin Gentile going up the left side of the field here. Showing off some nifty footwork, but they knocked the ball on.
And it's going to be picked up by North Florida, but we're going to see a whistle.
And it's going to be a knock-on scrum to UNF. That looked really positive for Florida. Just didn't quite have the support ready and knocked the ball on there.
Something I'm noticing, though, Florida's back line is just getting out there and running more. North Florida needs to slide down and just look up and see where the offenders are before they manage to get the ball out.
Yeah, it's been quick passes by UF. They're just trying to find the open man here. They just need to, retain ball once they make the ball outside.
The 9, Dylan Nuremberg, getting ready to put the ball into the scrum, North Florida.
UF's got a decent push. It's turning now.
And it's going to be won by Florida.
Yep, Florida ball, scrummy. Ryan Duffy takes it.
And kicks it. And it's going to bounce off a North Florida player, and it ends up in the hands of the Florida Gators.
He kicked it right back to the scrum. I mean, I've not seen something like that happen before.
And an
big hit by UNF. Ball gets to Martin Gentile. He's looking to make something happen here.
And we're going to have a player down on the field, slow to get up, and we're going to hear the whistle. And the clock has appeared to stop.
There was a big hit right as the pass was made against Santi, the starting 8-man for the Gators. He's slow to get up. Good to see him get up off the ground.
Looked like he had pitched it, and at that point, the defender had just committed to the tackle and just kind of laid him out.
Yeah, bang play. Wouldn't say anything was that dirty, but hard hit.
To North Florida's captain, Matthew Bueller, probably just alerting him to tell his team to watch out for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything dirty, but just trying to stop unnecessary contact. That just was an unfortunate hit, but seems like Santi's okay, everyone's okay, so the game's going to get going with the UF ball here. I believe they'll start with a drop.
And clock has once again been started, and UF just taking it right up.
Barit, one of the props. Oh, now we're passing the ball around. A couple offloads for UF. Noah Kruger, one of the starting props with the ball. Passing off wide to the backs, they're getting the ball again. Good line pressure by UNF, nice tackle. But Felix takes it up the middle. He's got space, looking to stay on his feet. He's still going, And UF is threatening a try here. UF is threatening a try. Good goal line stand by UNF so far. And a penalty against UNF.
That breakaway was just simply the result, and we're going to have another try for Florida. The breakaway just simply the result of a shift. North Florida attempted to shift, but they brought it back inside, and they got a lot of room. Then we had the penalty, and the 9 for Florida just dives in and gets 5 on the board.
A good try by UF right there. Felix Olivero really got it spearheaded there with a solid run up the middle. UNF stayed strong for a couple attempts by UF, but unfortunately couldn't withhold it the whole time. And the score is now 17-0 UF. Yeah, if Martin Gentile going to attempt this kick, Justo Olivero, the starting fullback, took a pretty nice hit on that try. So I think we're going to try and give him some air and get better.
Kick is up, high, fly, and no good.
No good. So score stays 17-0 Florida.
Roughly halfway into the game, Gators with a pretty sizable lead so far.
I'd say on that last try, UNF's back line did a better job of coming up, and it really looked like Felix took advantage of kind of an awkward situation.
Yeah, he took advantage of what I think was a shift change. North Florida was trying to come to the direction that the Gators were looking to go to, and it just created a hole, and
he took advantage of it going up the middle.
Very close.
Ball does go out of bounds.
Fly out of bounds.
So I believe this will be a Florida ball. Look for a ref to confirm that call. This would be a good time to have a nice law book in front of you. Look up any possible outcomes here.
That's why every rugby player should download the Rugby Laws app. It has every law out there that you need to take a look at. And I can now say that the hooker on Florida has the ball, so you were right, it is a Florida lineout.
Florida lineout. They're looking to go to the back line here. They get the ball. Felix Olivero starting to get to the back line. Andre Mortensen with a powerful run here as the 7. Looking to go up the middle. Shifts it to the left side.
And he gets tackled.
Good tackle by UNF there, and UF is looking to get this ball and secure it
possibly
out of the rock.
Saving tackle by number 5, Wyatt Dodd.
And it looks like UNF may have gotten that ball.
Yep, a great jackal by North Florida, and
UF is fighting to get it back. UNF has it, dropped it, and it's a UF ball with Brian Stock scoring the try up the middle to make it 22-0 UF.
They call rugby organized chaos for a reason, and that just showed it off right there. Jackaled by North Florida. Florida taking advantage of the change from defense to offense, blew him off, and it looked like the North Florida player tried to throw it back to somebody. He got it, came to the ground, the ball came out, and Florida just absolutely took it and scored it right between the posts.
Yeah, really good heads-up play by Brian, looking for the ball and looking to take that and move it forward. But yeah, you said it perfect, organized chaos. It just, no one had a plan for where that ball was supposed to go, and Brian reacted great and scored that try for the UF Gators. So now we have Brian Stock attempting the kick.
Florida has only converted 1 kick so far. Will they make it 2? And they will.
They will. So it will be 24-0 Gators.
And the ball ended up on top of an adjoining building. I wonder if it came down.
Hopefully one of the volleyball players can get that.
Best commentating I've ever heard.
And it looks like it did. Number 10 for North Florida, Matthew Bueller with the ball.
UNF looking to get a turnover here because they're kicking the ball back to UF. Looking to try and change the way the game's been going so far.
Goes way past the 10 needed, and it will go out of bounds.
And it will be a line out to the Gators again. Familiar try for this year's events here for the Gators. I want to thank everyone joining in, following Florida Rugby, supporting both teams here, or just looking for something to watch on a Saturday. We're just trying to grow the sport here.
This is great, especially for all the parents who can't come out and see their kids. They can get on the live stream and see them play and maybe cheer at home as if they were watching it right from their couches.
Yeah, as an out-of-stater Gator, as we like to say here in Gainesville, my parents really appreciate being able to watch this game. So you got a line out here, won by UF.
Won by Florida.
You got a long ruck here set up, trying to get the ball, a little more space.
Also a weird
looking
tackle.
to exit. And you got Florida here looking to exit.
And
not a great kick by Felix, but it's tumbling down the middle.
It may have been punted, and it lands at the feet of the number 15, Eli Reynolds, who's now looking for the outside, and he is all alone looking for the try. He will die. Hasn't given yet, and that is the first try of the game for North Florida. Either a wonky kick or maybe potentially blocked. Ended up at the feet of Eli Reynolds, who didn't pick it up right away, and then just kind of danced, trying to look for a space. Goes on the outside all alone. If he gets tackled, it's a dangerous play, but he ends up turning on the Jets, and that is 5 on the board for the Deadbirds. Yeah, really good effort there. Found a good lane on the outside. UF just didn't do a good job containing on the outside there. You just kind of had an unequal chase there, and it opened up gaps on the outside for UNF. Good score there. And to take the conversion, number 10, Matt Bueller, from a really awkward angle, I must admit. Wherever you touch down the ball in rugby, that's where they're going to have to kick it from. So it's always advised that you touch it down between the uprights in order to make it an easier kick, but sometimes you just don't have any control of that. And now, Bueller's going to have to kick it from the left part of the sideline. Big turn of events here for UNF. They, weren't having a great start to the game. This is something that could possibly shift momentum for them and get them back into this game before half. Kick is up, and it is not going to be good. 24-5 the score. And you're right about momentum. Florida Atlantic last week managed to score a last-second try before the half, and ended up resulting in a huge change of momentum that helped them win the game. But if North Florida can harness that same energy, they could be a dominant force here in this game. Yep. And it so also now it's that Florida is going to have to kick back off to North Florida. Yep. You have to look to try and get another turnover on these kicks with a good chase here. See if they go short, or they like to try and kick it deep and pin the Deadbirds back. They're going short, and it looks like UF's going to get this ball back. You could see what North Florida was waiting for, just to see if it went 10 meters. And good work by Pasquale, one of the locks for UF. Ball comes out awkwardly for UF here. And Joey, the other lock, takes it. You got the second row doing some work here. By Mr. Wilhelm on North Florida. Nice break here in the second line by the backs, but UNF makes a good tackle. Trying to get the jackal as well. Penalty against UNF. Guessing not releasing. Nope. And now UF has the chance. Oh, diving into the ruck, sorry. Diving into the ruck. And it looks like Florida's going to kick for touch. Up and almost immediately out. And it will hop the fence as well. Too strong of boots on both teams here. We need to keep the balls inside the fence, please. At least it's right next to the fence this time and not on the road. The small victories. So it's going to be a UF line out, pretty close to the UNF try line here. We're going to need good defense and discipline by UNF to stop a score from happening here. UF wins it. Looks like they're going into a maul. Oh, powerful maul and surge from UF here. They need to get this ball back if they want to not get penalized. They get tackled, and they're looking to get the pods going right here. Got the pods hitting on the right side here. Attempting to tackle number 1 Gabriel Gonzalez on North Florida. Florida looks like they want to take it to their backs.
Ooh, an awkward pass, but Felix looking to reverse field like he did on the score. And he will be slowly tackled.
Needs to be very careful on trying to go around another player. Could get penalized for it.
Yeah.
Florida's starting to dive, attempting to get into the try zone.
UNF with a big counter ruck here. It's looking to get a little ugly. And there you got UF penalty. And it's going to be UNF ball close to their try line. Most likely looking to kick for touch, get a better position.
Kicking for touch, Matt Bueller kicks it.
And it's out of here.
Nope, it's going to stay in.
Oh, first one of the day. Love it.
Yeah, well, on that side, yeah. But it does go out of bounds. Question is it inside or outside the 22? Looks like inside from where we're standing. And of course, it will once again be a North Florida lineout. Number 2, Christopher Friend looking to throw it in.
Got about 10 minutes left in the half here.
Up and goes right down the middle, not caught by anybody.
Oh, UF throws it away. Andre Mortensen with a good heads-up play there. The UNF jackals it back.
Bueller, and North Florida trying to send it to their backs. And number 11, Desmond Green.
Oh, good play by Lewis to get that ball back for UF. Felix Olivero taking it up the right side with Pasquale. Looking to stay inbounds.
And he does.
Oh, but they say he goes out of bounds.
The
on
tackle
the right
out
side.
of bounds for North Florida. Number 13, Jason Martin is once again going to be a North Florida lineout.
Got a UNF line out here again. Possession is going to be big here. On an awkward side of the field near your own 22.
You're somewhere within the 10-minute mark. You're looking to change momentum, of course. Close call on the try line. Favorable penalty in your favor if you're North Florida. Now you have to capitalize. And it'll go, and it's a successful line out. Great throw by number 2, Christopher Friend. And Florida attempting to jackal, but it's going to be a penalty against them.
It's going to be a high tackle against Florida on Brian Stock, I believe. So penalty against UNF ball.
And it looks like North Florida once again looking to kick it out of bounds. Bueller kick. And it will be pretty much close to
the 50?
Yeah, pretty much
right down the middle.
Very close, yeah.
So UNF slowly moving this ball up the field. Not a bad drive. They can retain the ball here.
3 straight lineouts for UNF. They are 1 and 2. Looking to make it 2 of 3.
Josh, watch Pakistan. Make it throw over you. It's going to go with
Here comes the lift, and tipped by Florida.
UF wins the line out. Good jump by Santi there to win that ball.
Florida
it's an
getting
awkward
it out
line out.
To the other side.
And you got the left side, going up the left side here. You got Finn with the ball, looking to stay inside, inbounds.
Out of bounds.
And he goes out of bounds. Good tackle by UNF.
And it looked like number 14, Caleb Griffin, the one who shoved them out of bounds. North Florida doing a great job sending players out of bounds in order to get the lineouts back, and that is going to be their 4th straight lineout.
Mm-hmm. They just keep retaining ball. UF gets this ball back on some turnovers, but then they turn it over themselves. So UNF just keeps fighting to get this ball out of their own territory.
I could stick you in.
Trying to go quick.
I don't know how much hook can you build.
Here we go, the throw.
Oh, but
not caught.
Not caught.
Go out of bounds. It looked like it touched a Florida player last and then was knocked out. But it's up to the sir, and yep, it will once again be another
UNF lineout. Story of this game, UNF lineouts.
or at least the way of the past 10 minutes, if I may say so. Christopher Friend looking to get it into North Florida possession. Here they go up, looking for the back line, and they get it.
Oh, but Brian splits through the middle to get that ball.
Perfect timing by Florida.
Dangerous play that worked out for Brian. Heads up. Now Andre Morrison looking to break through the defensive line. He's got a nice run going. Looking strong. Stood up on the try line.
Just turning the wheels. And once again, North Florida stuck on their own try line. We're going to see a dive.
UF's working for every inch here.
It's not in.
Santi powering through, but UNF staying strong on their defensive line so far.
And now it's in.
We got a try for UF, another 5 points, 29-5.
A very risky play by the Florida player.
You don't really like the dive because then you don't have good protection. But
Not
if you have the
I'm
risk.
referring to the play coming out of the line out.
Oh, yeah. The timing was perfect on that one. If he was a step early, that would have been offsides and would have really made things easy for UNF to flip field position.
And then the next player up, just turning the wheels, kept it going until they got it right next to the try line. Couple dives later, and it's 5 on the board for Florida.
Andre Mortensen was the man on the run for forwards. And for UF, he has had a lot of very powerful runs, wrestling in high school, and it's really helped him. He's been a very good leader for the University of Florida Gators as our captain. And we have Justo Olivero attempting the kick. He was the one that attempted the first 2 kicks for Florida.
Wind going across the field from a west direction, heading east. Shouldn't be too much wind. Kick is up, and it is good.
And it is good. Tricky kick, nice kick by Justo Olivero. Helps expand the lead for Florida to 31-5. They're looking to add on at the end of the half, but like you said earlier, if UNF gets a try here, even with not a great point differential, a try can do a lot of things to change momentum and get UNF looking good into the second half. So still got plenty of rugby left in this half.
Less than roughly 5 minutes left on the board. Of course, the most accurate clock with the serve. It's up and, great play by number 5, Ryan Dodd, who scored on that kind of play against UCF. And he will once again get possession.
But UF gets it back on a counter ruck. Martin Gentile breaking up the middle. He's got people chasing him. Nice chased out tackle by UNF. They need to win this ball back in the ruck.
And I think they have.
It looks like UNF has won the ball back.
Yep. Great jackal by North Florida and a close call diverted thanks to a great jackal.
A lot of turnovers here on the defenses. Looking to counter ruck and jackal this ball as soon as they can.
Trying to get it to the back line, North Florida, but just met every time by the Gator defense. Seeing a pod now, number 8, Connor Kurak.
UNF's consistently getting about 2 to 3 meters on these crashes. UF's got to get lower and stop them. Good tackle by Ethan Davis. Fighting to win the counter ruck too, but UNF retains ball.
Quick pickup, great move by number 12, Lee Setzer. And
Martin Gentile, good tackle by the outside center on a forward. Not really a matchup you want as a coach, but if the back's willing to tackle, that's always nice to see. If you can't tell, I am a forward. And UF wins this ball back. Pasquale running it up for Gators, trying to keep possession here. You got hammers because the scrummy's in for Florida here. It'll be interesting to see if they can get this ball wide.
And it looked like it hit the surd when the ball was thrown. And now North Florida's going to take the ball. Number 12, Lee Setzer.
Oh, but he drops
it. And it will be advantage on
for UF.
Hand go up.
And that's going to be a penalty against UNF. Not sure what the call is. There was a knock-on. Sir gave advantage. We'll be curious to see if it will be a knock-on called.
Well,
he's calling it back there.
Maybe he's talking about the tackle. Not sure what the call was, but it's penalty, and Florida's going to take the points.
Yellow card against UNF. I think it's for the late tackle, which is what the penalty's
and it
most likely.
Like going out of play for the yellow, number 12, Lee Setzer.
So UNF will be down a man for the next 10 minutes. That will carry into the next half as well.
Really unfortunate timing. And here we go.
UF's looking to take this ball up, try and get a try off the penalty instead of going for points. Ball goes to Andre Mortensen, but he fumbles the ball.
Fumbles it forward, and who lands on it? And we're going to hear a whistle.
And it's going to be a knock-on against UNF scrum. See if anything happens in the last minute 15 of this half. But again, Sir has the most accurate clock.
Both teams dominant on the scrums, a little bit in favor of Florida, who had the one defensive win on the scrum. But North Florida looking to change that, retain possession, drive down, and get some points in order to enter the half.
Yep, UF's looking to deal out a little bit more damage in UNF's territory here, so UNF really need to capitalize on this scrum here.
Less than a minute left to go as the ball gets thrown in by number 9.
And the scrum collapses.
Great whistle by the Sir. Scrum, obviously the most potent, most well-known part of this game, but also one of the most dangerous, so it is important for the Sirs to ensure that it is done properly, and if it collapses, you have to blow it up immediately regardless of where the ball is. So I think it was a great move by the Sir at that point.
It's always great to have a Sir in a forward pack that communicates well, because you can help keep everyone safe and also just allows for better scrums. As we've seen all throughout Florida, every team's forward packs have been pretty evenly matched. So it's always nice to have good competitions, good safe scrums. And we're looking to have another one here to end the half.
Once again, North Florida scrum. Scrum looks stable.
And the UF got a
Florida
decent surge, but UNF looks like they're going to win this ball, and they do. 8-man pick.
Connor Kurak with the ball, who just stays on his feet.
Fighting.
And fighting.
Impressive fight here by UNF, and he finally gets to the ground, as UF was actually trying to hold him up there at the last couple seconds. Good forward run here by UNF. Good hit there.
Over. Possibly to the backs now, we shall see.
We got zeros on our clock, so this may be the last play of the half here.
And we're going to
be
a whistle penalty
Yep.
against Florida, but they're going to keep the play going. And here comes Bueller again, but he has to tap it, which he does, sends it to the forward pod, and number 8, Connor Kurak, running, brought down, pitches it,
And UF gets the ball.
by UF.
Just chaos. I love it.
I
UF's
don't
got the
think
ball.
he had clear vision with the other player that he was trying to pitch it to. And
Now
just
an
landed
awkward,
in the arms of a
awkward
Florida
rock.
player.
Squally with a nice tip to Martin Gentile, passing off to Justo. Good tackle by the UNF 11 here. He's struggling and eventually gets him down. Good job defensively.
Tackle number 11, Durag Dez.
Durag Dez, I love that. Good break by Santi here, looking to stay on his feet. Pass it off to
Pitches it.
Justo.
Great pitches, kicks it, and it'll go out of bounds. And we're waiting to hear the double whistle.
And that is
That
halftime.
is the half. Score entering the half, 31-5 in favor of the Florida Gators. We'll be right back.
Alrighty, and we're back for the second half here. UNF's going to start off kicking off to the UF Gators.
As we exit the first half, enter the second, 31-5 the score in favor of the Gators.
No, so it was like a little large thing, and they started grabbing buckets. Don't be a billion.
Yeah, 5 minutes until the UNF player who received the yellow can come back into the game.
But in the meantime, North Florida playing down a man. We have 15-14 rugby with Florida on the advantage. Here comes the whistle, and there goes the ball.
And off we go. Ooh, UF wins the ball, but an awkward landing for Felix Oliveira. Nice run here by Josh, the starting hooker for Gators. You got a couple substitutions for the Gators. Brian Stock, number 23, came out, and Connor Short, I believe number 6 or 7 came in for the game.
I don't see any
number
substitutions
6.
so far for North Florida either, but when they come in, we will call them out.
Barit, the starting 3 for UF, also came out in the first half and is replaced by Joe, wearing number 18, sorry. UF trying to run the ball up the right side with their backs. Good tackle and defense by UNF so far. Seen just Squally getting a solid 5 meters per run every time. He's running hard with the ball. Felix looking to make it a nice little chip kick, but he gets tackled. Awkward hit there between UF and UNF.
And number 15, and we're going to have 2 players down, one for Florida and one for North Florida. And here comes the stoppage, and here comes the PT. Down for North Florida, number 1, Gabriel Gonzalez.
Looks like the UNF 1 is getting checked out right now at the moment. Got the UF athletic trainers here helping us out during the game. They do a great job of taking care of both teams here. I really appreciate their support. It was an awkward landing, unfortunately. Felix Oliveira tried to kick the ball away, looking to get something set up for the offense in UF. And it seemed right as he was kicking the ball, the UNF 1 tried to block it, and they made seemed to be incidental contact. Felix got off the ground. Looks like the 1 is slowly getting off the ground, which is great to see. Hoping he's okay and is able to continue playing.
And he is walking. Question is, will he stay in the game? The sub for North Florida waiting on the sideline, and he will stay in.
Love it.
What a trooper.
Yeah, good grit.
Great guy.
Good passion right there. Took an awkward hit, didn't see exactly what happened, but it's good to see him come up and
the ball,
he stays in.
Regardless, the ball went out of bounds, so we're going to have a line out for Florida.
Quick line out here for Florida. Bounces up. Looks like UF's won it. Very awkward, the line out. Seemed like the ball went a little too high. Felix Oliveira takes it, passes it out to Pasquale, who again, just getting a solid 5 meters plus per run. He just uses good footwork and good
hanging on,
height.
And it's going to drop and fall, and it looked like it bounced forward, and number 13.
Yeah, knock on against UF.
Number 13, Jason Martin, fell on it, and then we had the whistle by the sir, and we're going to have the first scrum of the half.
We have Jorge Leonard in for Ethan Davis as well, another halftime sub. Oh.
Oh, what? Here's Joe.
You got a UNF scrum here.
Ball thrown in by number 9, Dylan Nurnberg, and big push by Florida. We'll see who gets
It's
it.
an awkward line.
And
There you go.
North Florida takes the
8-man
ball.
pick.
Number 8, Connor Kurak. And
That's UF ball. Joey running with it, going up the middle, offloads it to Josh. UF's got the ball again. They're looking to do some crashes here. They get the ball out wide here to the right side to their backs. Finn takes it up the
inside
middle.
and tackled immediately by number 10, Matt Bueller.
Justo Olivero with the ball now. Still hitting that right side. Coming up the left side now with Martin. Passes it to the 8-man.
And brought down.
UNF gets the ball back. The ball bounced out during the tackle.
Number 5, Wyatt Dodd. Great move by him, and now North Florida will get the ball. With the ball, Eli Reynolds again, or excuse me, that was
I'd
number
expect
6,
this-
Logan Holman.
There you go. Expect the Deadbirds to try and come up.
Hear a whistle.
He had a knock.
So it would have been Mrs. Down if he had been successful.
There you go, Joey.
Wyatt Dodd with the ball.
Go, Joe. Oh!
UF seeming to slow down North Florida a little bit.
Oh, good jackal attempt here by Felix, and I believe he's won it, but knocks it on.
The official's arm was up briefly.
Ooh, good tackle by UF, but a penalty called. High tackle.
The Sir's arm was up briefly toward North Florida, so it must have been advantage, and now
UNF takes the ball up.
with a quick tap. And
Got another penalty against UF.
And it looks like they were offside.
Yeah, that's tricky with the quick tap. You got to get back 10 before you can start advancing towards the opposing offense.
With the ball, number 2, Christopher Friend trying to run, keep the wheels turning, but he's ultimately brought down.
Good tackle by Pete Spotto right there.
North Florida sending it to their back.
Oh, Andre Mortensen with a good counter ruck there to try and win the ball back, but no support in time. Good defensive line speed here, countering the UNF attack. UNF trying to hit that weak side again. Pretty common occurrence. They like to try and hit the weak side one more time.
We hear a whistle, penalty against Florida.
Likely to elect to just quick tap it and go, and that's exactly what they do, going up the left side.
Yep. Number 5, Wyatt Dodd, running it up and brings them into Gator territory right around the 10-meter line.
No support.
Oh, nice little tip by UNF, but he gets tackled. Noah Kruger on the tackle, needs to roll away. Good job. And looking to hit up the left side again with that 5. You've seen a few powerful runs by the 5, taking multiple people.
Sending it to the back line again, North Florida.
Good defensive line speed, but they're struggling to take them down by just one person.
That was number 12, Lee Setzer, staying up. And North Florida just kind of hammering little by little.
No, I would say it's very good. There you go. There was finally a mistake, but both teams were doing a good job of not committing crucial mistakes. Good ball retention by UNF.
Just too
good
close
defensive
to the
speed.
Sideline. They should have came back and brought it up. Maybe they saw nobody on that left side, but there's one tackler who has never missed a tackle in the history of rugby, and that's out of bounds.
Yep, he is
Now,
undefeated.
It will be a line out for Florida. They
Elect
bring
him
it
go
up.
with the back jump here, and they go not down to channel, so it's going to be a penalty against UF. I believe a UNF scrum if they elect.
And yep, you are right. North Florida electing for the scrum.
Now UNF finally getting to use the scrum in the UF side of the field. See if they can win it here to try and get a try or some points on the board.
Somewhere under 20 minutes remain to go in the second half and possibly the game. North Florida looking to win a scrum. Referee blew his whistle, addressing an issue, and now hopefully we will get a successful scrum regardless of outcome.
No collapses. That would be beautiful.
Yeah,
right?
that would be
No
beautiful.
collapses.
We do have a bit of a tendency with the collapsing scrum, and it bounces
Oh,
off
it
the
bounces
knee.
off. UF gets the ball back with a weird bounce in the scrum. Santi takes it, passes out to Rod Duffy, passes it to Felix up the left side, who breaks through. He has a chance to break here. Gets something really good going for the UF offense. Good offload to Duffy. Fumbles the ball backwards, it seems like.
Yep, it backward in the
Martin Gentile taking it, passing out to Justo, who passes it to Jorge. He's got help on the outside here. You need to get a good ruck here. Awkward tackle by Jorge. Hopefully he's okay. Got a counter ruck.
Counter, but just not there. There's just too many guys rucking for Florida.
Connor Short with the pass there. Good catch, way to hold on to the ball.
Quick tackle made by number 5, Wyatt
Oh,
Dodd.
Pasquale just stays with these very powerful runs here.
Florida
May not look
looking
with
to
like a whole
capitalize.
lot, but those short runs to get 5 meters just throw off the defense, and you're starting to see it now. A high tackle against UNF.
And Sir brought up his hand for a second. Is that advantage? They're so close to the try line. We got to see what happens.
And you got Santi trying to score here, and they give it to him. UF. Another try. Santi, the 8-man.
No, they didn't. They did not give it to him.
Oh, sorry.
They did not give it to him.
Oh, penalty against UF.
Penalty against
Penalty against UNF.
And not in the try zone yet. North Florida trying to send multiple guys into the ruck. Not good. Pitches it backwards. There's Florida.
Andre Mortensen with the easy try breaking through.
And there's your try.
There's the try. Caught it a little early. Maybe I can see the future. Maybe I can't. We'll never know. But that does make it 41-5 Gators. It's just very tough to see exactly where the offense is setting up when you're on your own try line. They did a good job of holding them, stopping the forwards from running it, but ball got wide. UF took advantage of it.
It all began with that scrum. Florida had been looking to win a scrum in this half. They did get one penalty off a scrum, but I'm not counting that as a win scrum. This time, though, they pushed it enough. It actually looked like it bounced off the knee of an osprey, or a deadbird, excuse me, and it ended up in the hands of Florida. And then North Florida attempted to tackle, and it looked like two North Florida defenders ran into each other. Lots of space, couple passes later, advantage of light pops later, and it's a try for Florida.
Yep, the key is to just find space and try and capitalize on when they give it to you. UNF's done a good job this half.
It is good. That is an extra 2 points on the board for the Gators.
Yep. So now it is 43-5 Gators. Good game so far by the UF faithful.
Roughly 15 minutes remaining in the half.
I will say the Gators have looked pretty good in support. A lot of these long runs by the backs and some forwards have been well rucked or had people there for an offload to keep the ball going forward. So it's always good to see.
Florida looking to kick off. Number 10, Matt Bueller, kicks it. It goes 10, and it will be caught by Florida, but met immediately by number 5, Wyatt Dodd.
Yeah, good chase there by Wyatt Dodd. You got Martin Gentile with the ball. He's a dangerous guy with the ball in his hands. As you can see, he's bringing it up the middle. He's looking to chip kick it.
He does, but
He loses the ball. He wants to get an obstruction call, but he will not get it from the sir. Rightfully so.
with the ball, I could not see his jersey number, but North Florida now gets possession in their own half.
Looking to overload on the left side here. Good tackle there by the forwards on the UF.
Noah Eskew was the player that came up with the ball from the chip kick. And now the Deadbirds looking, oh, and he tried to pitch it, and it hit the body of a Florida defender, but it will stay North Florida ball. Wyatt Dodd now looking to bring it up, does a couple spins, and
oh, UF dives on the ball, but it's going to be a penalty against UF.
both players from the ruck slow to get up, but it looks like they are fine, and we will have a scrum for North Florida.
That ball hit two players and then bounced under the man that got tackled, and it stayed UNF ball.
Organized chaos. There's no other way to describe it. Or I guess in that case, chaos.
This chaos. But UNF did a good job of retaining ball there, and will look to win their scrum.
Though really, rugby is like a Venn diagram. You got organized chaos, you got chaos, and you got organized. Crouch bind set, North Florida twisted, and we will see which way it goes.
Yeah, I'm not sure which way the ref's calling it. It was a twist of scrum, which is always an awkward situation. It really starts to endanger some guys in the pack there when it starts to twist too far one way. But it is a tough call on the serve because you don't know who to blame on that. Sometimes you just get overpowered. Other times they don't have good form. So it'll be interesting what he says. It looks like we're just going to scrum down, repeat the process.
Yep, repeat the process. The ball is in the hands of North Florida's 9, Mr. Dillon.
I always appreciate a ref that repeats a scrum. I don't like penalties on first collapse scrums.
Well, in that case, I got to wonder if someone just wasn't prepared on either team and ended up just getting the rotation. And now
I'd say it's likely.
A repeat of the scrum for North Florida. And ball's in the scrum.
Good fight so far by both sides.
Still in the center, and it's taken up by number 8.
Yep, UNF wins that scrum and gets the ball, but UF's trying to counter ruck here. fails to do so.
Taking the ball up from the scrum, and now it will be sent to the backs. Number 12, Lee Setzer, keeps running it, pitches it back to the scrum half. Number 9, Dylan Nuremberg, who goes into the ruck.
An awkward situation again, but the UNF Deadbirds get the ball, but UF gets the ball back. Santi with a beautiful strip going up the left side, passes it to Martin, who passes it to Duffy. He's got numbers on the left side with Justo Olivero taking up, going in.
Cuts back inside, rotates around.
Not in yet, not in yet. He's very close.
Maybe it's just a pickup and a dive. No, they will pass it.
Good tackle by UNF to keep Noah Kruger out from the ball try line.
Florida still not in. Gators drop the ball, but it looks like it goes backwards.
Oh, and it's a knock-on against the Gators.
So close, yet so far, no points for the Gators. And we're going to see a scrum from right next to try line.
Gators electing to sub. Sheldon Robinson coming in as number 16 for Santi. Starting 8-man, played a great game today. He was the man that just had the turnover to set up the near Florida try. Good job by UNF to defend that, though.
And it looks like both teams are electing for water.
You have multiple players on the field right now that are sitting down, dehydrated.
That's the problem when you have games this hot and this humid. You're going to need water more often. Even in the NCAA, they are now implementing laws when it gets this hot for people to come in and drink a quick sip. And especially now with roughly somewhere in the ballpark of 10, 11 minutes remaining, you need the drink.
Yep, you've had 70 hard minutes of rugby. Some of these guys are dealing with cramps, injuries, tight hamstrings, things like that. You don't want to risk it, so there's no need to try and go a full 40-minute half when you have people that are needing water, needing refreshments. So good to get a break in, get everyone, loose, stretch down if you need to, and we'll get another scrum going here. I believe it's going to be UNF scrum.
Yep, UNF scrum off of the knock-on by Florida, but very close to the try line, so if Florida wins it, they could just run it up and score. If not, and North Florida wins it, they have to get this ball out as quickly and as far as possible.
You've seen a lot of UNF Deadbird 8-man picks off of these scrums. So we'll see if they elect to do the 8-side man, 8 pick, maybe to the weak side, or maybe an exit kick to try and set a better field position.
I'd be leaning more toward the exit kick because look at how close they are.
Yeah, it would be smart for them, but it's an awkward scrum, so they have to take it out.
Yep, number 7, Christopher Newton, dives on it. Great move.
Now, if U.S. are really trying to apply some defensive pressure, trying to get this ball back.
Liam Buchanan, who checked into the game with the ball. Connor looking to kick it. It's high, and it'll get them out of the position. It will drop and go over the head of the Florida player.
Justo Olivero passing out to Finn with the ball going up the right side. Got some help from Jorge Leonard, passing it back out to Finn. Trying to stay in, but unfortunately goes out of bounds. It's happened a couple times today, but good run by Finn.
That one looked a little forced, though. They looked like they just ran straight out of bounds.
Yep, just didn't quite have the support he needed there, but tried to fight for yardage.
You do that for all combat sports, powerlifting, wrestling.
Going to be a line out for North Florida off of the awkward out of bounds by Florida.
Haven't seen a whole lot of Florida lineouts.
At least not in this second half. I think they only had like 1 or 2.
Yeah, not often.
And new thrower for North Florida, number 16, Elliot Dove. Throws it and
good defense by UF here. Passes it out to Duffy. Good job by Santi there.
Great swat by the guy being lifted for Florida. And a couple great pitches. Dropped, and the sir will call it. Knock on against Florida. Scrum coming up.
UF had a pretty good opportunity going up the left side there. Unfortunately, just kind of a tough pass and catch. So not a great execution to finish that off, but had a good opportunity here, looking to see if they can win the ball back.
Once again, North Florida scrum. Number 9, Dylan Nuremberg, looking to throw it in, looking to roll it in.
We have
hopefully North Florida can capitalize and get some points.
Yeah, the sub for Florida, Connor Brady, I believe wearing 21s, comes in for Finn.
Also in the game for North Florida, the Deadbirds, number 19, Gavin Keene, who is now inside the scrum.
I believe UF is looking to make another sub. We will see. Number 17, Kyle for UF is standing next to coach, waiting to go in. UNF scrum, let's see what happens.
And we're going to hear a whistle, and we're going to get a free kick for North Florida.
Yep. Looks like a collapsed scrum.
And a few people taking a hot second to get up.
Boys, as soon as it touches, come up together.
Touched up, and here we go. Number 7, Christopher Newton runs it up and tackled.
Yep, good play there. Now
Ball
UNF
taken by number 5, Wyatt Dodd.
fighting
just
hard to get
bowling
some good
his way
meters.
in for a few yards.
Oh,
there.
but Pasquale wins the ball back for the Gators. Good run here. Looking to get some help, passing it off to Joey. The other lock, passing it to Duffy off the left side. Oh, nice passes here. Some of the subs coming in to help a lot for UF here. T-Rob came up and got that ball. Pasquale taking it again, hard run. Keeps driving his feet. Good footwork.
North Florida looking to jackal, but there's just too many people in the...
And they're going to get a penalty against UNF. So UF probably going to let the tap and go here. Duffy looking to take it by himself.
Let's go!
And we'll get it.
A lot of these tries are coming off of penalties that results in North Florida having to go to their try line. Very difficult once again to defend, especially when you're that close. All the scrummies got to do is tap it, run, dive, and score. That's exactly what we saw there.
Yeah, no, you've seen UF take advantage. They scored a lot of their scrums from penalties near the try line. You've seen them
down in the try zone for North Florida, the trainer out there tending to all of them.
We just have one trainer, and unfortunately, if we had more, they may get a little bit of help here. You've seen UF down by the try line. They've gotten the ball won.
It looks like the Gators are going to drop kick this ball. No, and here comes...
There goes the tee, run in by Justin.
He wanted to
Beautiful contribution. I mean, truly,
It looked
great
like he
effort.
wanted to drop kick it so bad.
Oh, but Justo is electing to drop kick it here. We'll see if he's got the skill right here.
This could either be points or push-ups for him if he makes it or misses.
48-5, Gainesville. UF Gators taking the win so far. Got a little less than 5 minutes to go.
The sir is saying to wait on the kick as the trainer once again. Still attending to a North Florida player, not sure who it is on the ground.
The ref has not signaled to stop the clock yet, but they are tending to an injury, so I'd expect him too soon. It looks like number 2, the hooker for UNF, has gotten up.
Christopher Friend was on the ground for some time.
Good to see him get up, but he seems to be walking with a slight limp. Wishing him the best, hopefully a quick recovery. Talking to the trainer right now. Hopefully just some mild cramps. It's a hot day. Maybe didn't get enough fluids, but don't like seeing the trainers come out to the field as much as they have this half.
It's one of the problems that a lot of the teams are having. They're trying to convince their players to drink at least a gallon of water a day, especially leading up to game day. And unfortunately, the result, if they don't, a lot of cramps and a lot of these injuries.
Yeah, even if you don't cramp up, your body's just not in top condition. So playing a grueling sport such as rugby for 80 very hot, strenuous minutes, it's just you're asking too much for your body if you're not giving it what it needs. So just remember to drink your water, get your bananas, your potassium, and carbs necessary before the game. It's always good to get a nice little game meal going on with your teammates beforehand too. Talk strategy, hang out, work on chemistry too. Nice little tradition of the Gators.
And it looks like number 5, Wyatt Dodd, also coming off the field. Would be a problem for North Florida.
Yeah, wishing all the UNF Deadbirds here the best. Hopefully these are just some cramps, minor injuries. UF training staff doing a good job of tending to everyone, making sure everyone's getting the proper medical attention and care. They do a good job across all the sports here at UF. So again, really appreciate the work they do here. And I know the UNF trainers do a good job down there too. Unfortunately, I've had firsthand experience with them. So. Oh, the drop kick is no good for Justo Oliveira. So the game will get going again. 48-5, UF.
I feel bad for him because he made a really gutsy call, even with the score as it is. So now I got to wonder if he's going to be doing push-ups, running, or sprints at practice on Tuesday or Monday or whenever they practice.
The Gators are 2 away from 50, and those 2 would have been clutch to getting us there. So we'll see if maybe Justo has to make it up to his teammates for going with that ballsy drop kick.
Game resumes. And
UNF's going to kick it off.
For North Florida, number 17, Mr. Vuk, coming in somewhere in the ballpark of 3:30 remaining in the game.
Oh, Martin Gentile with a nice catch. Looking to make it take it up the middle. He's turning on the burners. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to catch him. Keep going. And that is a try for Martin Gentile.
One of the rarest plays in rugby, a kickoff return try. And hats off to that man right there.
Oh, Martin Gentile.
Man right there. And now they're bringing the tee back out, and hopefully the kicker will actually use it this time.
We hope so. You know, he wasn't too far off, but since he did miss, I hope the tee comes back out. A great effort there by Martin. Did a great job. Really looked like a soccer player, taking it all the way up by himself. And
if not a soccer player, he definitely looked like Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah.
On defenses in the NFL.
Turned on the afterburners, had a nice little stiff arm there. UNF just didn't quite get settled. He had a couple players that brought him down at the end, but unfortunately, just a second too late. So
honestly, I think he just found a hole. He must have some natural speed as well. Because on a kickoff, that is very difficult to do in this sport.
Yep, Martin's one of the freshmen that really helped this team elevate themselves and become better, both in the back line and front line. Justo Oliveira attempting to kick again.
Great play. 53-5 the score. Kick is up.
And it looks like it's good.
Just inside, and it will be 55-5 in favor of the Gators. Somewhere in the ballpark of under 2 minutes left to go. They're saying they can't hear anything on the stream. Once again, the most accurate clock is with the serve. We're going to wait for him to blow a long whistle. Kick up by Matt Bueller.
Goes to Martin Gentile again, but he will not take it by himself this time. Passes it out to Pete with a beautiful run by the fours. They're passing it deep right. Connor Brady, one of the subs that came in the second half, with a solid run here up the middle. Showing some power. There you go, you got Kyle taking it up the middle here. Another sub for the forwards. Martin passes it to Felix. Looking to get this weak side going for the Gators. We have about 30 seconds left on our clock, but the sir will let us know when it's done.
Number 13, Mr. Jason, tried to jackal on that, but ultimately was thrown out before he could.
Oh.
Quick attempt at a tackle for North Florida.
And Martin's going to be running hard to try and get this ball. Oh, but he can't, and it's a knock-on. It's a knock-on against Martine. Nice kick by Felix there, but could not get there in time.
Unfortunate man, he had the opportunity if he had only reached down and used both hands. And moreover, something I was taught when I was playing youth rugby, you don't want to try and grab it from the front, you want to try and grab it from the side so that if you do miss it, it still goes backwards. But nope, trying to grab it from the front, and now we will see a scrum for North Florida.
Looks like we got one more remaining minute here. Got UNF scrum.
Thrown in by Mr. Dylan Nurnberg. And this scrum
Looks like
will
the
go
scrums are
uncontested.
uncontested. Did not know that they were going to do that. But to be fair, unfortunately, UNF has
and
suffered
look at
some
this.
forward injuries.
Look at this.
Nice run here by UNF. The ball's
Jason
bouncing
Martin ran
around.
over quite a few people, and now Vu with the ball. Final few plays coming in. North Florida looking to end this game with a try.
Nice powerful
Connor
run there by
coming
UNF.
up.
Vinny, one of the subs, looking to counter ruck here as the
This
sub
may be
fullback.
impeding sending it down to the back line, North Florida. Jason with the ball.
UF
Still
needs to
on his
spread their
feet and
defensive
now
line.
brought down.
UNF's doing a good job of spreading the ball
No,
right
he's
now.
still up. He's still up and had to be told to go down.
I'd expect this to be the last possession of the game, but we do not know for sure yet.
North
UNF's
Florida
doing a good
at-
job fighting here.
North Florida at midfield. Bueller sends the ball to number 12, Lee Setzer. North Florida sitting in the back line. Bueller didn't find anything good, ran it up himself, got a few yards. And here comes Kurak sending it up and will get North Florida into Gator territory.
Got a lot of good runs,
Setzer
hard runs here by
running it
UNF.
up, would have had it. Drops the ball, picked up by number 19, Gavin Keene. And it's
And
stolen
Pete gets
by
the ball
Gators.
for UF. Justo's got the ball, probably looking to kick it out of bounds, unless he gets a try here, which is a possibility. They're supporting him here. UF looking to get another try is my guess. Yeah, Martin Gentile with the ball. Is he looking to get another try on the board for today? Going up the middle, breaking tackles with a beautiful offload to Felix. Another freshman. Try Gators. Nice, quick, nifty passing there. Good support by the Gators, what we were looking to get for the whole game. Got here in the last 15 minutes.
Really just a bunch of offloads, keeping it away from going down. And next thing you know, it's 5 on the board once again. And this could be the final play of the game after the conversion kick.
UNF did a good job of retaining ball. Good, powerful runs there in their last possession. But unfortunately lost it in a ruck, and UF took advantage of that chaos and scored.
And it looks like another drop kick attempt. Kick is up.
And the kick
this
is
time-
good.
And that's the game.
And that is game. 62-5, final in Gainesville.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us on the live stream today. It's been a great day for rugby, at least in terms of weather. And of course, we hope everyone has a good day. And we'll see you next week as North Florida takes on their rival, the Florida State Seminoles.
And UF is going to be in Tampa playing USF, looking for the #1 spot in the state. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend.
Have a good night, everybody.